It just has to be at a convenient.
Mm-hmm. Let me just share it on Facebook. Give me a second. It's live on YouTube. It's live on the podcast. Is the speaker loud enough? Yeah, I think it's loud enough.
Yeah, but the you know what? Fuck it.
What?
You're gonna share it on Facebook right now?
Yeah, it's live. I do it every time. So that they know we on. So that the people know you heard the ding. So the people know we on. Now.
Can you put a picture with that? Can you?
It comes up
on
with
Facebook.
It comes up with our thumbnail.
You should put like a Biden gif. Like him smelling someone's head or something like that.
Oh no. Yeah, I don't know about that.
You know, what's his thing, right? Creeping up from behind, massaging shoulders,
things like that, right?
Getting a good smell of that hair.
Yeah, I'm not with it. Oh, it's over for him. It's over for him.
Oh no, we're doomed.
Fucking A.
We live again another Sunday on this beautiful day, and it's a celebration, bitches. Fuck out of here. You know what time it is.
Blessings to you.
Blessings to you all.
Blessings
Thank
to
you for your services. Thank you for that. Here's to you. Cheers.
Smoking fatty, smoking blunts.
Who smokes the blunts?
We smoke the blunts.
Yes, we do, everybody. That's right. We just dropping them all, man. It's a celebration. Anthony, pleasure for everything that we've been through, everything that you've done, all the hours that we've put in so far. I mean, literally up to weeks of time that we've put in this 3-year run so far of doing the Jones Hour. It wouldn't be complete without you. You know what I'm saying? So I thank you for that. You know what I'm saying? And I even just believing in me every week to even be alright to talk some shit and people fuck with it.
To a big 150, and then
150.
to 100, another 150 more.
Facts. And a shout out to
It's Kush, you already know.
A Little Kush.
The real one.
Yeah. But to the right of me, the one and only.
And to my left,
what's the deal?
Jonesy 2 times, bitches.
Who? Those Veses. You know what I'm saying? We lit. We lit. We lit. We lit. Oh, we got. I don't think we could do those right now. We got Saint Nick on the line.
No.
Yeah. Shout out to Saint Nick doing his time, almost done. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You know,
we appreciate him. We appreciate him.
If he called like 30 minutes in, I would be like, all right, cool, let's do it.
Yeah, but we have the grand introduction.
Yeah.
Grand introduction. It's still all love, though. You know what I'm saying? It's still all love.
Yeah.
And man, I'm just happy that we've been able to do this for this long, man. That we have this commitment to just be in the podcast business, man.
Yeah, it's just talking shit every week.
Every week, bro. Every week, bro. It's a fucking blessing.
Yeah,
it's a fucking blessing.
Yeah.
Like I'm happy every week. I look forward to this shit.
I'm happily dedicated as well.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And whether you listen or not, it's all good. Sooner or later you will. You know what I mean? And we appreciate that too. The newcomers and the ones that's been riding, all 324 subscribers that we got, and the 34,000 views. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Word.
Straight up.
Word.
Thanks.
Happy about that.
Word up. So let's get into the show. I think we got to start with the breaking news, man. We need a fucking bulletin or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's more like the
Morse
no,
code.
no. Remember when they fucking this is a test of your broadcasting system and you hear this bang, 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 you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If this was a real emergency, you know, something would happen. We would notify you.
Yeah.
That shit really happened when it was 9/11. Like that shit really blasted off the way it was,
Yeah.
the way it did.
I remember that.
Yeah, that's wild. You know what I'm saying? That's New York facts. But if you wasn't in New York, I don't know if you got that same
Remember
beep
that
beep
well.
shit. Hell yeah, that shit went off. Like nigga, be on the lookout. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Motherfuckers are attacking us.
Yep.
But this nigga Biden finally dropped out, bro. He dropped out of the race.
He said finally dropped out.
Yeah, I mean,
Was waiting for it.
I think personally that I don't know, but he had nobody to really.
His suggestion is Kamala Harris. So
Yeah, I don't know if that was the right one. I really don't know if that was the right one. You know, I think that he wasn't mentally. He's already 81, bro. He's 81 right now.
Yeah.
Another 4 make him 85.
Yep.
He in public, from what I've seen right now, that is a man that needs help to get around.
Like why? Why?
Why does he need help to get around?
No. Why run? You know, like
Mhm.
it makes no sense to me.
Well, I mean, I think he wanted to, try to, I think it was more like one of those,
Makes
like,
no
I
sense.
gotta defend my title type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you gotta knock me out or whatever. Well, but
Oh,
he instead he
Trump's-
knocked himself out. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And then the fact that Trump took one into the ear, we missed that last week. That was. Did we see that? Did we talk about that last
we
week?
definitely talked
Oh
about
yeah, that he got bucked.
We
Right?
started.
Yes, we
with that
did.
last
Yeah, Trump got bucked that. That's right. Yeah, so that's why we started with it again this week. So I don't know what I don't know who the DNC is really gonna. You know what? I was against voting, and I was gonna consider voting. Like if they had a worthy candidate, you know what I'm saying, to take the spot, I'd have been like, all right, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? But I think they need a mass vote.
Mhm.
I think they need a quick mass vote within the next 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? To have a true candidate for the Democrats.
Mhm.
You know, like every Democrat, if you're not a registered Democrat, you can't vote. You know what I'm saying? But every registered Democrat has to vote for either Kamala Harris or some other
Yeah.
person. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, it does make sense. She is the vice president. I get it. She is a black woman. A woman. I get that too.
Mhm.
But I don't. She doesn't really be outside that much. She wasn't outside enough, I don't think. You know what I'm saying? Like she wasn't talking enough out in these streets. She was on Power 105 and shit. You know what I'm saying? Hot 97, but that wasn't enough. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I just think that so many people hate her. You know. I think there's more people like. I don't know. Like I hear so much jokes about her and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of those things that like I don't. She got a lot of people that she gets. A lot of people don't view her as a good person. So like I look at it like it's not really a good candidate. It probably would be easy if that wasn't the case. If that person did just make like public appearances here and there, went on like
Legit?
radio shows and that type of shit.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
and didn't have like a weird history of prosecution and all that other shit. You know what I mean? Like
There's
doing
only one
people
person.
dirty, you know, like
I'll tell you right now, there's only one person that could beat Donald Trump. One person.
Okay.
Obama. Barack Obama. if Obama could run again, you know what I'm saying? You know, like stand in for his vice president Biden, like, oh, I gotta come in for my mans. You know what I'm saying? You know, like he's unable. You know what I'm saying? Let me come back.
You think he's sitting in the gym right now, like he's just like on the bench, and he just has his head down, and he's just doing like the baby right now, and he's just like rubbing his hands together, and it's like, I got this shit.
Listening to Lose Yourself.
yeah.
Listening to Lose Yourself, like fucking vomit on your sweater already, mom spaghetti. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know,
He's ready.
he's scheming right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like that would be really fun.
Yeah.
It's not like it's
Mhm.
unprecedented, but like, see the pun there.
Mhm.
But like it would be really fucking, it would be fun. You know,
Mhm.
like it's happened before,
Obama, bro.
but
If anybody really
it's
wants-
happened in times of emergency. Like if there's
Yeah.
no other like good candidate,
Well, it is
I
an
could
emergency.
completely see
I mean,
him.
let's talk about it. We're like in the third week of July, you could basically say. You know what I'm saying? The election day is in November.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You are now backing out of the race August, September, October, about 3.5 months away from election day.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? You don't give that's not a lot of time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Democrats would have to go on a fly on a worthy candidate, aside from Kamala Harris. But Kamala Harris is not gonna win.
But who went against him? Was there any other person, other Democrat that was going against him?
Nah, the only other person was RFK Jr.
Okay.
He might need to, this might be his chance right now to make a good push. He was trying to do his own form of the last debate and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like speaking in the 2-minute time and answering all the questions and whatnot that they was asked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hard for
Yeah.
him.
Yeah. So, but I don't know, bro. I don't know what they're gonna do. But it's an act now fucking situation for them. I'll tell you that much.
Word.
Like you can't be bullshitting. You can't be sitting here like, nah, we good. Nah, my nigga, you're not good.
Yeah.
You're not good. You're not good. If it wasn't before that you thought you was gonna lose, you're gonna lose now. Shout out to my wife on the check-in on the YouTube. What up, babe? Appreciate the love. But we talking about Biden right now, babe. Biden is, he's uh, from those public appearances, like I said, he looked like he was like washed up, bro. Like he's washed up, and he can't. There ain't really much for him to do about it. That's why he kind of dropped out now because he knows personally that he can't do that shit for another 4 years. He can't do that shit for another 4 years.
No.
And actually be here to represent the country.
Word.
Yeah, he's out the race. And who would you think they could actually get?
I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like we were talking about last week. Like, I think it's no intelligent person wants to be put in that situation.
Mm.
It's not
I would.
necessarily.
I would. If you want to vote for Jones, 2024, you could do that.
It just seems so like mentally demanding and nitpicked, and like there's a bunch of shit, and you don't really make that much money off of it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like there's not much to gain out of it outside of like historical influence.
Oh, yeah.
So like it's like one of those things that like even if you are a very stern intellectual person, if the Senate isn't right, then you're not getting anything passed.
Mm-hmm.
Like we saw with Obama.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
it's really one of those things that like it's time and place, and there's a bunch of shit and attached to it, and it's situational.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people just love Trump because like during COVID he gave people fucking like relief funds and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just people are fucking ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. It was actually all the broke people that he gave all the unemployed people, they the ones that got rich off COVID.
Yeah.
hmm And the people that fraudulently did them PPP shits, well, they came back to a lot of niggas though.
Mhm.
But nah, I feel you. I feel you. I think you're 100% right. I think the way Trump has been able to talk the way he talks and pander to the people that he panders to, you know what I'm saying? He gets,
And to bring it back, like after like being a week removed from the attempt on his life, um, like there's so much big plot holes and questions to it. Like
mhm.
there's so many people that have it on tape of this dude fucking climbing up this fucking shit and being like, "There's a dude right there," and so many like accounts of like police being told and Secret Service being told that there was someone on the fucking roof, and then ex Secret Service fucking like heads being like, that doesn't make any sense. Why wasn't there someone on that roof? Like it's the only building right next to the fucking complex.
Yo, on the real, let's let maybe they was trying to pop Trump.
I
For
don't know if
real.
it was they were
Maybe it
trying.
wasn't a stage thing like so many people think it was. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, honestly, if you could get someone to like almost kill the president,
Like
like
a
that.
sniper could do it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so it's like one of those things that like, and then that person just be this teenager or whatever the fuck it is, or whatever,
Mhm.
like I don't know. Like there's been so many conspiracies of like other shit,
Mhm.
like it
Yeah.
looks like, all right, let's rev all these people up and have all these people who be like,
Mhm.
yeah, and then
That's the
immediately his numbers went up right after that.
that's the
You
pro
know?
that's the problem with America though. That's the problem of all the grimy shit that they've done over time and time and time of, taking advantage of certain types of people or certain types of situations or whatever it is, what have you, and whatnot, is the reason why American people now only half believe the government. Like, I don't really believe the government at all.
What
You
I
know?
do like though about the people that are a lot of people that are making these like accounts, they're questioning their belief in Trump because of the situation.
Mhm.
They're like, well, if it was all this, like how did he like, and it wasn't like a death, like such like why are you playing with our like emotions? And there was tons of people trying to get the kid off the fucking roof.
Mhm.
Like so you have people there that are trying to save you, and then none of the cops or anyone else is trying to save you, and then you don't fucking die. It makes people go, oh well, were you trying to like make it look like someone was trying to take your life?
Mhm.
Like
Like, you didn't even need those numbers.
yeah.
Like, you was probably already gonna win without that. That's why people question it. That's why I was like, some people was like, he didn't need to do it if that was the situation because
Or
he was already ahead.
it's it's the other side
Mhm.
where you could literally go, all right, like you said before, it's fucking like they're letting it happen.
Mhm.
They're trying to let it happen. So that's the question is like, which side is it?
Right.
You know, I don't know, man. There's a lot of questions about that shit. That shit was really fucking fishy. It didn't make any sense because that's not protocol whatsoever.
Mhm. Nah, it's not. It's not. You know that perimeter was supposed to be on lock.
Yeah,
And
some JFK shit right there. That's not
yeah,
that's not fucking that's not protocol, bro.
yeah. Well, unless the Democrats have another option, it looks like it's Kamala versus Trump.
Yeah, I hope not.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be. We'll see what's gonna happen with that one. But I think we should just move right along. I don't want to do a full Nicks and Dimes, but oh man, I had his name, man, and I fucked it up. That rookie that's playing in the G League for the Knicks right now, the white boy, the point guard,
Kolek.
Kolek, yeah, Kolek,
Okay.
yeah, Kolek.
Mhm.
That boy is nice, man.
Yeah, bro.
He's nice, bro. Like he's legit, like somebody that could back up Brunson and give you quality minutes.
Facts.
Somebody that can fill that backup role and now make McBride expendable for a big man.
It's ready.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you see the depth chart, I seen the depth chart the other day. It was him, McBride, and Brunson, and then you got DiVincenzo at the 2, behind Bridges. The 3 is gonna be OG, Hart. The 4 is Randall and Bates Diop. The 5 is Robinson and Sims. And then they have 2 other players that are like, the other 12 that make up the roster. But like I still feel like there is room for another move. And I did read a report about Clint Capella being that move to make as a big man to come in. You know what I'm saying? And I like it.
You do?
I do. It was they had this shit of 3 big men. Let me see if I took a screenshot. I don't think I did. But it was 3 big men that was there that it was like, any one of them would have been solid for us, to have, you know.
I want to market him.
No, we didn't have it. Nah, it wasn't marketing. It was like role player big men that was on the market. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I'm saying marketing's on the market. So, like, the Jazz are trying to get rid of marketing.
Or
They're literally going for like rebuild mode.
yeah. Well, who knows what the Jazz are gonna do, man? Because we offered a lot.
But
Danny Ainge
how
is
do you,
just a dick.
yes. How do you feel about Capella though?
No, I like it. I like the move. That's what I meant to say. Any one of the 3 bigs that was in that picture, I'm sorry, I don't remember it right now on terms of the other 2 big men.
Yeah.
But it was all quality, possibly starter, definitely backup. Oh, one was Lopez from the Bucks, one of the Lopez's.
Nah.
And then the other one, let me see if I keep talking if I remember. And but like I said, it was another role player big man, and I would have took any 3 of them to be a backup for Mitch. You know what I'm saying, and help Sims along. I think there's a big question mark on Sims. You know what I'm saying, and I'm surprised he's not in the G League and not playing in the summer league right now. Like he needs to burn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But look at it like
I
this.
want to see him dominate that.
Look at it like anyone that I pick up, I have to look at as a potential starting center. Considering Mitch is Mitch,
No, I understand that.
there's a big possibility that this person has to fill in as a starting center.
And you don't think Capella could do that?
I totally do think Capella could do that. But I think that we should explore the market a little bit when it comes down to
Yeah, but I
what
mean,
we could do.
I know I understand that, but I think they do have time on their side in terms of waiting and whatnot. But as the days, continue to move on, sooner or later, you're looking at some sort of move to be made. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And I think that deal that they signed with McBride, the 3 years, whatever, 40 million that it was, when we first extended him and whatnot, was a good market value player. You know what I'm saying? Like will help, could be a piece for a trade. And I think that's the role they're gonna go to,
Yeah.
with this kid Kalik playing the way he's playing. I mean, I know
Yeah.
it's the summer league, it's not real NBA and whatnot, but and he's playing against the other younger competition yet that's coming out. But I mean, the boy's nice, bro.
Yeah.
He makes good decisions and he's fast, he's gritty, he plays tight defense. He do all the things that fit that Thibodeau system.
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna be a delight to see that kid play when he finally gets to burn, and the reason why players will be expendable moving forward. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's all I want to say on the Knicks.
You're gonna be missed, bro. You're gonna be missed. But
Deuce.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
deuce. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Like if we're gonna get better out of this, then I'll take it. If we're gonna be spending less money out of this, I'll take it as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
like
No, I mean at the moment we can't even discredit none of the moves that the front office has made.
Mhm.
I mean, every single one of them has been just about a quality move and made us better either in the moment or in the future.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you can't be mad at that,
I was watching this shit and Dennis Scott was talking about how he didn't like that or he commented to um Brunson's dad
Mhm.
that he didn't like he thought that him taking less money is the type of shit that ruins the NBA. And I was like, how does that make any fucking sense, bro?
You know what? I'm not saying it ruins or not ruins and shit like that. It's just because at the end of the day, it's still a business, and what Brunson did is a non-real business move.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
left potential money in the future.
He
off the
he
table.
left 113 million.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, being willing to do that, you know, and freeing up that money for the Knicks to do more with what they have, you know, or keep the team intact. You know, teams don't do that no more. You know, you haven't really seen that since the Spurs. It's like Duncan and Ginobili and Parker and them. You know,
Facts.
since then nobody's really done that. You know,
But success, and then sponsorships is brings you a lot of money. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
no, I understand that.
So if you literally take less money and like, I mean, that's like a fucking Tom Brady move right there. You know what I mean? Like, you take less money, make sure that your boys get what they need, you know, and that the squad that you do have is able to stay. And
yeah, he basically
everyone gets their bread and everyone eats. You
Yeah,
know?
that was the other thing about it though. But I mean, when you think about it, it's like not all these teams have that camaraderie. I think the Knicks was originally, and you know what, this was something that I actually Jones Stradamus. You know what I'm saying? But I had the wrong college. You know what I'm saying? But I thought that they was gonna, when they got R.J. Barrett and Cam Reddish,
all
I thought they
Dookie.
was gonna try to get Zion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And actually move off from Randall to get Zion.
Yeah.
You know, and then have that Duke 3 and then build around it, maybe even with a Brandon Ingram also, or other former Duke players, you know, that would be able to mesh in, you know, because you got like a Grayson Allen, these other quality players that, you know, that are scattered throughout the league. But they didn't do that. They went the Villanova route, but still, you know, with the same concept of bringing those players in. And the fact that like they did know each other through college and they are homies and best men at each other's weddings and, you know, fucking outings with each other's families and whatnot. It's like, why wouldn't he do that? To, you know, to look out for his boys. Why wouldn't he want to do that to keep Bridges in New York, to keep Hart in New York, to keep DiVincenzo in New York? You know, to also even, you know, not only keep these players in New York, maybe they have the same mindset of trying to take a little bit less, you know what I'm saying, just to keep it there so that they could bring other quality players in, you know what I'm saying, that want to be a part of this.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know what it's going to look like. We've seen what it looked like last year, and it was the 2 seed. Regardless of whatever happened, injuries, to whatever team, it don't matter. We was the number 2 seed.
We were the number 2 seed, but we were, I believe, 13 games behind or 14 games behind the 1 seed.
Boston. Yeah, I know that. I mean, we was at the 50 wins. They was at like 64 wins. So we not. Yeah, but the fact of the matter is that they can either.
What I'm saying is, I can easily see us being the 2 seed, but it being way closer.
No, yeah, no, I can still see us that, but you know that Randall injury was hard, and not having the addition of Bridges made it just as difficult when it came down to it at the end. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, all the other moves that we made with OG and everything like that, where it did, you've seen the record. We all seen the record when OG played.
Yeah.
It spoke for, the numbers spoke for itself. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. But at the end of the day, it only matters the wins and losses in the moment, you know?
Yeah.
And when the moment came, when we had that, when we had that game 7 in the Garden against the Pacers, it was their day. It wasn't ours. Next year, we're looking for that to be our day. If we go to the same situation, whether it's the Pacers, whether it's the 76ers, whether it's the Bucks, whether it's any team, the Celtics, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That we go and we have that same situation at Game 7 in New York City, in the fucking Mecca, in Madison Square Garden, but this time it's a W. That's what all those additions is going to be. That's what all those signings are going to be. That's what all the moves is going to make. That's what's going to make it make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And until the season starts, you know, it is what it is. You know, fucking USA Olympics was going off. Fucking South Sudan almost fucking smacked the USA team yesterday. They was up by a lot at halftime. They was up double digits at halftime. South Sudan putting in work against the U.S. team.
Yeah.
The one thing about this Olympics thing that you do get to see though is like this crazy talent that is on these other teams that sometimes after the Olympics happen, they make it to the NBA. Like an NBA team picks them up because they see how they played against. Because I mean, look at what the U.S. Olympics team is. It's basically an all-star team. You're playing against basically an all-star team of the NBA. You know, it's not like you just playing the Celtics. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like you're not playing the NBA champions. You're playing the best team, the best players of the NBA.
This one's a little weird though because a lot of the most of the players are like on their way out.
Like LeBron.
LeBron, yeah.
Who else?
You have
AD.
KD,
KD,
Curry.
Curry. Curry could make another one.
Yeah. Do you think Curry's gonna do the next
He's
one?
at 34, I think. He's 34
Yeah.
years old.
He's-
Curry.
No, Curry's my age, bro. He's 36.
He might be able to do another 4. I think he could do it.
You think he's gonna do it at 40?
I don't know. I mean, when you're that small and shit like that, it kind of makes it a little bit harder because of the defense.
You know,
but
you
if
know,
you can still
you
shoot,
know what
you can
I'm
still
saying?
shoot. You know what I'm saying?
Like, so I'm 36. LeBron is 39.
Yeah.
So Curry's 36. LeBron is 39. He's almost 40.
Mhm.
You know, so I think that's probably the cusp that they're thinking. But they're all only doing this because we got embarrassed in the last FIBA World Championships.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, it always comes down to that. But you also got to see, like, because it's on their way out, they want to, go out with this Olympic gold medal. You know what I'm saying? Redeem themselves. That's what it always comes down to. This redemption shit. Because they don't want to understand the fact that the rest of the world is catching up. You know what I'm saying? This Canadian team got nothing but fucking NBA ballers on their team.
Yep.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, RJ Barrett. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so that's what I'm saying.
Like all these other teams, look at Serbia with fucking Jokic or Doncic, wherever he's from, Slovakia. You know what I'm saying?
Like how do you not have like
my pops on the check-in.
How do you not have
You can
Brunson?
call in, pops, if you want.
How do you not have Brunson on the
Oh, he's calling already.
on the team? Like
Hello? What up? Can you hear me?
Hey, yo.
Oh. What up, pops?
How do you
Chilling.
how do you feel about this Olympic lineup, Mr. Jones?
I think that some of the better ball players are not on that lineup, to be honest.
Yeah. They did Jaylen Brown dirty when they brought up Derek White. He just won the Finals MVP on the same team.
Yeah, it's all about name recognition. I think that
I don't think he has more name recognition. I just didn't understand the decision entirely. Did it make any sense?
No, but
I mean,
yeah.
there's an argument for almost every position that you could think of. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Edwards should be there. Tatum should be there. But some of the younger kids that are not there, I don't understand. But again, like I love KD. KD shouldn't be on the team.
No.
He's old as fuck.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, but I think that name recognition is exactly what you're talking about. To have Curry and LeBron and KD and all of these players all on the same team, overseas, to build the brand. You know what I'm saying? The NBA know exactly what they're doing. So, they want those players to be out there.
They do that at the sacrifice of getting gold.
It's all about we in a capitalist society.
True, granted, but you made comments before. The NBA is it's not like the Dream Team. I mean, I look at tapes of the Dream Team, and the rest of the world wasn't there. But that's not the case anymore. You made a good point about that Canadian team.
Mm-hmm.
The Canadian team is going to fucking get a medal.
Yeah, no, of
There's
course.
no doubt about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they stacked.
They got Shea, and they got a bunch of other people that are
Mm-hmm.
involved.
Yeah, a bunch of players that I didn't even realize. Like, I think maybe like a Tyler Hero also. You know what I'm saying? They got several nice players that are from Canada that I didn't even realize was from Canada that is on that team. Like that whole team is like all NBA players. Like there's not like somebody from the Canadian Basketball League.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And baseball, like basketball, there's always some of these teams, these European teams, that they play together for the longest time.
Mm-hmm. Nah, that's a big fact too.
We're not there. We're not at that point. We don't play all the time together. So it's not like soccer that when if it's the Olympic year or if it's the World Cup, whatever leagues that are playing, they will suspend play, and so people can go play with their respective countries.
Word.
And that's real.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but I mean, it just goes. I mean, dude, I think another reality that we just got to get to is like the rest of the world is catching up in the sport. Like basketball is not a hard. Yeah, it's not a hard sport to play. It's not in terms of like not just skill wise, but even just like
it's a practical
an
sport.
area to play it at.
It doesn't take much equipment.
It doesn't take
you just need a court and a ball.
An area to put a hoop up in.
And let's be honest. I mean, who has not seen a milk crate as a basket?
Oh yeah, I played on one. I played on a milk crate on a tree, definitely.
Yeah, without a doubt. So, and even all you guys do in most companies, you don't even have to buy sneakers, really. I mean,
you can fucking play sandals.
Mm-hmm.
No sandals, fucking barefoot.
All right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. But since we are talking about Volunteer, who is the center that we're gonna get?
Yeah, we were talking about Capella. I was saying Capella. I think it's Capella.
I like Capella.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But the money doesn't add up.
No, we would be losing McBride. I thought what I was just saying is that with the way this kid Kolek has been playing in the summer league, the white boy that we drafted, like he should be our backup to Brunson, which now makes McBride expendable. He's not necessarily a point guard, McBride. I think he's more of a if a point guard to score first point guard, but if not, then
he's a combo guard.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. He's a combo guard. But this kid, the white boy, he's your guard. He is John Stockton reincarnated.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
he's nice. He's nice. And what I like, the way he runs, the way he plays defense, the way he hustles, like I feel like he fits right into the Thibodeau system. This is why I said it. Like that's why I think with the way he's been playing, McBride now looks like he's expendable. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think what they did, that's why I think, everyone.
And they picked up Cameron Payne.
Right. That's what I was supposed to say. They picked up Payne, so I think to make kids calm, just in case things don't go right, they got Payne as a veteran there. Because he's not going to go into the season having this kid as the backup point without anything else. So, DiVincenzo's going to be the first guard that comes off the bench.
Right.
And Payne can play point because that's the position that he plays. So, but I think that's why they say McBride. But even like that, the money's still not right. You would have to, I think, sign Precious, and
they won't
get the money right.
I don't think they would be able. I don't think they would be able to do that.
No, I think
there's clauses on sign trades and stuff like that.
Yeah, for especially if it's a return player.
Yeah.
After they played a year for you.
So
you
unfortunately, they wouldn't be able to do it with Precious.
No, but I'm just saying, McBride and another draft pick. I mean, like you can't keep on holding on to these draft picks. You know what I'm saying? Like if you was gonna get Capella is what, on Atlanta or something?
Mm-hmm.
Like huh?
Capella's on Atlanta. Capella would be fuck around, but he might start. So
yeah, he could give you those quality starts. He could split the starts with Mitchell Robinson. You know what I'm saying? You could get a real big lineup in with them two on the court at the same time. I think the time that they're waiting also is kind of like, to their advantage in terms of Jericho Sims. You know what I'm saying? I think the fact that he didn't play the summer league leaves a lot of question marks for teams. I think there are people that are interested in him just because of his frame and his athletic ability, and they feel like, they could work with him. I think what the Knicks are doing right now is probably working with him as a viable piece, you know what I'm saying, to get quality minutes. You know what I'm saying? To see if they could build him up to be that, where it's cheap now, you know?
Yeah, I Sims is definitely not progressed as much as I thought he was going.
Yeah, I know, but I also go ahead, my bad.
And I think also the possibility, and I've read it before, that they might go small against other teams that don't have hiring strength. I don't. It's not too much of a stretch to see Randall at the spot.
Yeah, I know. I seen that as well with DiVincenzo getting the start at the 2, and everybody sliding over.
Yeah, because Randall is
Depending on what type of center you're going against.
Yeah, it's depending on what type of lineup you're going against. I think there's a lot of teams that have some of those small lineups.
If you got a stretch 5, that's totally you're totally able to put Randall at the 5 spot.
Mhm.
I think, but you can't because Robinson sneezes and he's fucked up. You gotta figure out something.
So fragile.
Yeah.
He's a fragile boy.
I'm telling you, he farts. You
Mhm.
gotta figure out something.
Yeah, word.
Can't that's a damn sure.
Yeah, well, you can't just eat certain food. Yeah.
I don't know what's up with the brother. But I have no clue what's up with the brother, but something's gotta give.
Word.
At the rate that they're going, and especially since that window now is probably a good solid 3 years that we have a chance to win. They can't win with the centers that we have. Even though, let me tell you, both in summer ball, they're impressive.
Mhm.
They're impressive. I don't know if it's Slavic or Lithuanian or whatever it is. The center and the other one who I think is from he's not Egypt. I think he's from Ghana or wherever. Also Africa. Both of them from ball, and they've been doing well.
Yeah, word. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why back to just to reference off of the Olympic shit. That's why it's like that. You know what I'm saying? Because these other places are now
For how weak
catching up.
how
From
weak
what from
that draft classes.
no
I think there's gonna
from
be a
no.
lot of
I
hidden
think
gems,
I
bro.
think this is what we've seen now from the first Dream Team. You know what I'm saying? The first Dream Team was nothing but body bags. It wasn't really a close game. You know what I'm saying?
No.
They scraped everybody.
Mhm.
And then now what you see now where you have these teams that have stepped up, you know what I'm saying, like Argentina, like a Spain, like a a Canada, and all these other places around the world. It's good to see. It's good to see the expansion of this, and the NBA is caking. They know exactly what they're doing. Whoever's on that marketing team and that and doing that around the world, they the top 1%ers, bro. They getting paid. They got bank. But Pops, what else you want to get into, man? I know, yeah. You called us in the basketball, but I figure you probably want to talk about the Yankees or something like that.
Is it
Wait, hold on. Let's bring it in real quick. Yeah, man. The Yankees, New York Baseball Report.
Two Yankee forms, Giancarlo got hurt again.
Damn, I didn't even know that.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, he hasn't been playing for weeks now. Rizzo again is hurt, and as much as I like Rizzo, they shouldn't have signed him. He's at a point that he's just older and non-athletic, and they gave up all this stuff for Soto. They're gonna have to pay him his money to keep him.
Mm-hmm.
And even with everything like that, they're still in second place. But I don't know. They got to make some moves.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely got to make some moves. Without a doubt.
Yeah, I think there'll be a move to make. I think there's gonna be one or two that they'll try to make a big splash on and not give up what they've already done for the season. The position that they're in. I mean, even though we should have swept them, we did take the series right before the All Star break to Baltimore. I mean, it was something to kind of build off of after we lost, had so many series in a row that we lost. I was like, all right, maybe this is what we needed. That little, little brawl or whatever. Like the bench is cleared. I was like, this is the pep that they needed, and they stepped. But it hasn't really panned out that way.
Excuse me, no, you're right. They there are few ball players, and there are some teams out there that definitely have the players that they need and players that they can do something with.
Right.
But they're not doing well. They're not doing well by any stretch of the imagination. And I think there's that one kid. I'm looking him up right now. He plays for oh god, for the Angels. Um, even there's rumors that he might be coming. Plays second and third for them, and they need all the help they can get because at this point they're just look at yesterday. They lost 9-1.
Mm-hmm.
Big kill. They got killed 9-1.
Right.
And their pitching is that. The pitching is suspect. I mean, I know Schmidt is supposed to be coming back, but that should help. Cole pitched well the other day. Gill pitched well, but Rodon has not had a really good. He hasn't done shit in a while. He's had some really, really bad outs.
Nah, he really has.
It has. It's been really, really bad. Extraordinarily bad.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? How do you deal with it? You gotta do something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you just can't stay like that. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what they're gonna do.
Sometimes this is the times. This is the times where I be thinking. Sometimes you call Youngin up and see if you could give him a start and see how he reacts to it.
You know something? If we weren't doing something, then yeah, sure, okay, whatever. Let's do that. But that's not the case. Out of it. I mean, we're pretty much in there, but we won't do anything in the playoffs. Playoffs. Nothing in the playoffs. That's just not gonna happen.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs?
It's just not, and it's a combination of several things. When they came out so fast, I was like, wow, so maybe I'm the reason I'm not the GM, but I felt they needed to make some more moves. They should have traded Glaber when they had the chance.
Mm-hmm.
Now they trade him. They're lucky to get a back apple for him.
Yeah.
Traded him last
Mm-hmm. Well, they sometimes they tend to do that. They've done that in the past often as well. You know what I'm saying? Where they hold on to these prospects, until the value runs out. Like when you have them, you didn't choose to do it. There was a time where the Mets was gonna be like, give us Gleyber Torres and Miguel Andujar, and we give you Jacob deGrom. You know what I'm saying? And we didn't do that. We didn't pull that trigger. And like where Gleyber Andujar is not even in the league. Maybe I think he did get traded. He might be on another team, but yeah. Yeah.
The trade that would be interesting, and I don't believe it's going to happen because I don't think I don't think Toronto would do it in their own division. Is Vladdy Jr. at first?
Mm-hmm. For the Yankees,
because I know he's out there.
Mm-hmm.
They're talking about they're not happy with his performance, and he's starting to hit now. To be honest, if you could get him, I would do it.
Oh yeah. Nah, yeah, that's a no-brainer. There's certain places that's no-brainer. You know what I'm saying? You try to get a package, start somewhere. Like, what's this looking like? What more or less from where's that at? You know what I'm saying? And then try to proceed forward to see if they, if they're still entertaining the deal, then we still got some, you know, some a move to make.
Yeah, because because there are several things that just happen. DJ Mayu is horrible. Horrible. I don't know how he got so bad.
Mm.
He is at a point right now in his career that he's nothing, man.
Mm-mm.
And his average is south of the Mendoza line. That
Right.
says a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So you got him. The kid Ben Rice is fine.
Mhm.
He was it's a nice story, but you can't go into the playoffs with Ben Rice. He's not Ben Rice. That's not gonna happen.
Well,
And
they got 2 weeks, or no, like 1 week until the trade deadline is over, right?
yeah,
And that's it.
I think they gotta make if they'll get into the playoffs. I'm not saying that they won't. They don't do anything.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
Yeah. Same thing with same thing with it. You know.
I don't see it. I don't see it at all.
This might be the new MO for the Yankees. What I have been talking about, I talked about this episodes back. You know what I'm saying? Where this constant making of the playoffs, where it's not really equivalating to the championships that we're quote unquote supposed to be getting all the time because we're the Yankees and we're the best ever. Still makes profits for the year though. You know what I'm saying? When you get those playoff games, when you get all those shit all year, when you have these players that are, kind of like must watch, like a Aaron Judge or a Juan Soto, or even when Garrett Cole pitches, they draw the attention just by that, and at the end of the year, when the year is over, as long as there's plus margins in that, in that Excel spreadsheet and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, this is what it breaks down to. Well, then, all right, we okay with that. And I think that's been their problem for a while now for the Yankees.
It's gotta be more than that. It's just that you can't expect to be able to win games when you only got two people in the lineup that are hitting. Essentially, that is what's happening. And you're gonna have to make some moves to figure out some of that stuff. I wouldn't let them use out there anymore. Got me 170 something.
Yeah, I know.
I know he probably would not like it. And this is old school baseball. They don't do that shit anymore. If it was the 70s or the 80s or the Billy Martin or something like that, they'd probably drop him to the minor league. It's like, so work on your batting out there. Get your shit together, and then we'll bring you back on.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing wrong with that because you can't work on that here. Because they say he's not hurt, everything's fine. But I was watching some of the game yesterday. It was a 3-2 count, 3-2 count. You could tell the pitch, when the pitch came out of the pitcher's hands, where the pitch was going to drop because it started out low. And he swang, and the thing, they almost hit the catch. The catcher had to come up to get the ball. It was so low, and he swung on it. So he's pressing so hard because of the pressure, and he struck out. And all of us know that playing in New York is unforgiving. You could hear the boos coming.
Mm-hmm.
And it was difficult. You're gonna have to do something with it. Same thing with the issues with the Mets. I mean, the Mets went through the slide, started coming back, but this is literally the Mets have the most expensive lineup in baseball, correct?
Mm-hmm.
They're not even in playoff picture right now. Right, Ant? I'm not entirely sure, but
yeah, they're not in it. No, they
I mean,
they eighth. They in eighth place in terms of best records.
Mets.
Mets, yeah.
Yeah, we're tied with
Phillies, Braves,
the
Brewers,
Diamondbacks.
Cardinals is above you. Nah, Dodgers, Diamondbacks, and
winning percentage, we're tied with
Arizona.
Arizona right now.
Right.
But they both can figure out which is going to like.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, I don't know what each team does.
Yeah, because I mean
But then,
as Lindor and Nimmo are really having good seasons for the Mets this year.
Mhm.
You know, they've really been doing their job and somewhat carrying them. Especially Nimmo went on a crazy tear a couple of weeks back that led them to that little run that got them back to above 500 and respectable. But what we're gonna see is what it's gonna come down to. I think the Mets will have to struggle a little bit harder, but like you said, Pops, the Yankees, they'll definitely make the playoffs, but nothing much will come from it. Maybe they win the first round, but the next round they done. Depending on who's their opponents, and it's not going to be easy, and playing like that is not going to be as much as we see how happy Soto is. You know what I'm saying? The team around him is also, what they could do on the field is going to make a difference in terms of if he decides to stay here or not.
Facts.
Like he could be like, yeah, I get to bat behind Judge or whatever it is every game, but the rest of the lineup is done. Once you get past 4 or 5, it's like outs. Then people don't really, that's gonna frustrate ball players and make them think twice of wanting to, continue to resign here or whatever.
and then I think everyone was expecting Martian to come in, and then he's not back and he's out. It looks like he's going to be back anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
So they're saying that he might be for the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
What they're saying and what happens.
Yeah. But the way he hit, you know what I'm saying, is like it's not that bad to let him wait. You know what I'm saying? To get that 100%.
Yeah, I wouldn't rush him because I think they need to sign Soto, but if they don't sign Soto, I think this kid is the backup. But I think it's similar to like what happened with the Knicks. You knew they were going to sign OG because they didn't give up all their ball players not to sign him.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
All the ball players that they gave up to San Diego, I don't think they did that with the idea of letting Soto walk.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't make any sense economically and structurally as a GM. So you gave up some of your better pitchers, and you're gonna let them walk. That doesn't make sense.
No, you can't do that. You can't do that. You gotta cash in. You gotta open that bank. You gotta do something, whatever it is. But you can't end the season and whatever it is. But he's not a Yankee next season.
Mm-hmm.
That can't work. That cannot work.
See it at all. I don't think you got a choice. I think you need to figure that shit out in one form or another. You're just not gonna let him walk for the sake of letting him walk.
Right.
I believe it when I see it, and I don't see it right now. I think the question is that who can they get that can do something? Who can they get that can play? Because in any great team or anybody that wins, those corner infielders, somebody's got to hit. Usually they hit with power, maybe not necessarily average, but with power.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have that at either side.
Right.
On either side.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody that knows the Yankees for years. When there was the 70 Yankees, you had Nettles at third, you had Chambliss at first,
Mm-hmm.
and you even had Tim Spencer as the backup. When we won in the 90s, we always had Tino. You had Brocious and some other ball players, and then eventually you got A-Rod over from Tino, and then from A-Rod, from Tino, you got Teixeira.
And Giambi.
Right, and you traditionally in baseball, they may not always hit for average, but they've always hit for power. You don't have that on either side, first or at third, and that's why sometimes, as much as I know you talk about analytics and stuff like that, I think there's also an aspect of basic baseball that people just don't do anymore. Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. For any of us that watched this for decades, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. They switched it up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like the real essence of the game is kind of like changing, especially with, yeah, you know.
I mean,
I mean, the analytics, what it was is like they took out this gut feeling. There's just like this gut feeling call. Like the gut feeling is gone. And that's, you know, it was those gut feeling calls in the middle of the game that made baseball, you know, and from Little League on up. You know what I'm saying?
I think there's a lot of sports that are like that. Like you made them, you just to talk about that in general, not to bore your fans, but
Mhm.
I think just the issue of old time stuff is always something that always is true to any sport.
Mhm.
Yes, everything with these wide receivers right now is like, they are the most sought after, the most paid and stuff like that. But it's 3rd and 2, like, and you don't have an offensive line and a running back that can get you 2 yards,
Mhm.
right? Or you got, like we're talking about this kid for the Knicks, you got a guard that can shoot whatever, but you can't get a pass to anybody. No one else, there's, as far as playing point or center that people complain about Tibbs, but there's certain aspects of his running his team is very much old school. The idea that you need a center that will clog the middle, that will block shots, that will get rebounds.
Yeah.
Right.
That's some of that aspect is true in a lot of sports, and that's one thing that I think the Yankees have lost. And I mean, the three of us and Push was saying, and I've said this before, and I think all of us have agreed. It's time for us to have a new GM.
Word.
And I'm putting it out there. I think fucking Derek should be the GM.
Word. I think so too.
I think Derek should be the GM and Posada should be the fucking man. That's it.
Word. Just go back to the essence, to the roots. Aaron Boone gotta go, bro. Yeah, he had a short stint here. He was not original. Yeah, he got one home run in the against Wakefield in Game 7, and now they think he a fucking Mac. He's just a macaroon.
Macaroon. He thinks it's a Mac. Or he's just a macaroon.
I think it was Posada that I read.
This is the most Italian shit you said.
They were talking about that they were about the Yankees coming back and stuff like that, and they actually played the tape of the Yankees losing to the 04 Red Sox, and they lost 4-0.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, that's horrible. How would you try to make things, rev up the team by showing one of the biggest losses ever? That's what they do too.
Mm.
Yeah. But where are our Giants from this year? We going anywhere?
Good question.
I've looked at the schedule, and all I'm going to say is I think it's clear that it all falls on what Daniel Jones does, but not completely. I think our defense on paper is a top 5 defense on paper. With the with the addition of homeboy from Burns, yeah, and and Lawrence and whoever else we have, and all these other Kate Thibodeau, and and I feel like that front rushing that we had back in, like we had with those front 7 with the linebackers and the linemen, can bring it back to an old form of the G-man that we haven't seen in a while. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And that could really be the one that sets the tone. I think realistically, based on the season, we could go 9-8. Maybe a 10-7. I don't think anything better than that. But we could also definitely go like 3-14. And I think that's what it really is. I mean, unless Daniel Jones shows out and he actually answers those questions that everybody's been having. Is he the number one? Can he start for us? Can he be that for us? Can he, do what it do for us?
Yeah.
Because we've made several moves, and it's supposed to be geared towards him, you know. And
I think we got a lot of running backs. And at the end of the day, again, man, and I think out of the three of us, and even when Chris was there, I think there's a certain aspect of all of us as fans talk about the idea of, they're not paying these running backs, but again, sooner or later, that line has got to get you
the yard when you need it. No, that's it. It's got to get you. It's got to get you what you need when you need it.
you know.
That first down, wherever it is, whether it's 1 yard or 7 yards, you need to get it.
I was talking to somebody the other day. We were talking about Jacobs and that playoff game against Green Bay, and he came out and he struck.
Right.
You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Right. When was the last time we met somebody?
Yeah. Yeah, Saquon, you know, Saquon had that home run ability, but he had a lot of like losses on downs, you know what I'm saying, before he had like a positive yard run or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
He was like that Barry Sanders type.
Yeah, we haven't had a running back run over somebody.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
And we are not an indoor team.
mm-mm.
Right? You got to play in the Meadowlands in the cold. All of us have been to the Meadowlands when that wind whips up. Good Lord.
Yeah, no, I think it's also it's, you know, there's a lot of pressure on these wide receivers too. I think Hyatt and Neighbors, you know, I think we need them to prove that they're number ones and number twos, you know, on an NFL team, you know, because I mean they need to put up number one and number two numbers, you know.
Yeah.
That means over 1,000 yards. That means maybe 15 plus touchdowns from one of them, you know, something like that or close to it. Like that's if that happens, then Daniel Jones is legitimate, you know, or he's lucky, you know. But that's what it really comes down to, and unfortunately, we're not gonna know.
No, I know. Right.
We're not gonna know until it's game time. I mean, we got one game in like Germany against like Carolina. Like the Carolina game, there's like 2 other games that's like just guaranteed victories because like the teams are so trash. But the rest of the season, then the teams that we play is like it's not the same. You know,
Mhm.
we gotta play some legitimate teams. Our division is, you know, better. You know, the Eagles to the Eagles, the Cowboys to the Cowboys. They got better players also, and then even Washington. Washington made big moves with the quarterback that they drafted. They're looking to, you know, show out also, you know. So that's why I say it's like it's not that clear cut. If we go based off of you see the schedule and you go based off performances prior to the season, like last year, you know, you could get 9 and 8. You could get that. You know, you could say, yeah, we could beat them, we could beat them. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
if not,
Yeah, you're right.
it's done. There'll be a 3-win team, 4-win team. They'll be doing the same shit all over again. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And before I let you go, we continue the show. I just want to give a shout out to Sam. Sam is one of our sons.
Mm-hmm.
And he starts to be the starting middle linebacker on Cotton Valley football. And
Fire.
and for anybody who knows that's from California, he should be the starting running back also. I'm just saying, out there. They got him second on the depth chart. That's important. Sam should be the starting running back. So this is his.
Word. That's fire. Shout out to Sam, man. Shout out to Sam, man. You know, we love you over here, bro. Keep doing your thing. Keep that, you know, them dreams alive. Mamba mentality, bro. Job ain't done. Gotta put that work in, bro. Gotta put that work in. There's no days off, man. No days off if you really want that to be in your life.
And you got to come up with questions because I will be on the show on the 11th.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah.
Between father and son.
Oh, it's going down. Oh, it's going down. I gotta defend my title. I gotta defend my title.
Yeah, you got lucky
Yeah, nah.
All right,
You gonna get that L.
It was a pleasure.
All right, Pops.
Have a great day.
Appreciate you, man.
Much
Later,
love,
yo.
Mr. Jones.
Bye. Fire. It's been a while since we had my Pops on. We had to let him rock. You know what I'm saying? We had to let him rock.
Word, bro.
Yeah, it's been like weeks since he called in. So that's fire. We went through everything. Baseball. At WNBA.
Mhm.
Before we get into, some hot D. WNBA. Shout outs to them, man. I'm happy for y'all. Looks like they got like a $2 billion deal or something like that on some like media, deal, with like Amazon and these other shits that's going down, to put out their games. Definitely the Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. I'm not gonna just say it's all Caitlin Clark. I think Angel Reese is definitely be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Since both being in this same, class, they're both breaking records. Clark leads now, has an all-time record for assists in a game as a rookie. And it's just not even as a rookie, it's just in the whole entire league ever. 19 assists in the game. No one's ever done that. She's done that. Angel Reese, with the double record. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're solidifying their stats. You know what I'm saying? They looks like the WNBA All Stars wind up being the USA Olympic team yesterday. You know what I'm saying? In the All Star game. So they took the Olympic team and made them one team, and then took the remaining All Stars from the WNBA and made that another team. So that actually allowed Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark to play on the same team. And they get the W. I'm not gonna try to pronounce her name, but she MVP, finished with 34 points in the game. Banging mad threes and whatnot. Angel Reese had a double-double, first time as a rookie ever to have a double-double in an All-Star game. Like, they're doing so much things, like all these unprecedented moves in their game. You know what I'm saying? Considering, I know, it's only been about 25, 30 years they've been around, but, in comparison to other sports. But, you got to give them their props. And I'm happy that it's finally, just reaching the masses, and getting the love that they deserve, for that. So I'm happy for that.
Facts, bro.
Word up. Damn, I didn't get the drop yet, but
You ready?
yes.
Hot D!
Rah!
Na, 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 na,
Okay. Hot D, ladies and gentlemen.
Hot D!
House of the Dragon. We're approaching the first half of the season being done. Huh? What? Oh, you're just pointing at it. I like it. I'm sorry. Call me off guard. Yes.
Hot D!
House of the Dragon.
There you go.
Thank you. It's going down. We're about to finally reach episode 5 tonight, I believe.
Okay.
I think we're finally gonna. I think last week's episode, as I break it down, there are some boring parts, but I think the episode was needed to paint the picture of what we're gonna see in this Dance of Dragons.
Oh, you always have.
You know what I'm
you
saying?
always have like the information.
Yeah,
episodes.
I think this was definitely one of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? One, they realized the king is like, he's out of commission, bro. Like, Aemon, his brother, is really the one that kind of like burned him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In this little battle that took place, that you might have, you kind of like could have put it as part of the war, but he definitely kind of like didn't have to do it and still did it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So when they go to the council, when the council has the meeting and whatnot, Allison is there, and she got kind of like two hoes. You know what I'm saying? She got Sir Kristen Cole that's been smashing the whole time, and then he got the the strong nigga, who's kind of crippled, which is kind of like oxymoron that his last name is Strong, but he walk with a cane and whatnot. He been licking toes the whole time. He been sucking toes the whole time. The whole shit. He just been like, yo, girl, I got some information, but let me
He licking toes the whole time.
yeah, let me suck a foot real quick and I'll tell you what's going on. And she's like, fine, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Fine.
Yeah, so that's what they've been doing, you know? But you would think that both of her hoes would have her back, you know what I'm saying? But once the king got injured, she looked in as like the queen's mother, like trying to step in as like, the queen until the son comes in to help, is able to do it. But they had a vote, and the vote was for Aemon to like hold it down as the king. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And both her men straight did it dirty. You know what I'm saying? Mark, what up, baby? Both her men did it dirty and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Both of them was like, nah, son, we gotta vote for Aemon. And then she looked tight when it happened, like on screen. You know what I'm saying? Like she looked like she was tight. But I mean, look at what Aemon has done. You know what I'm saying? He in the trenches. He in the battle. He got the biggest dragon. You know what I'm saying? He needs to be the one that, holds it down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Aegon was never really the one, like, where they found him at. He was in the streets.
It wasn't him.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He was made king.
Now you sound like
Made king.
Yeah.
He was made king, like, because of like the so-called dream that was had. You know what I'm saying? Not so-called. It really happened, I guess. But because of that, that's what it was. But in reality, he was not built for to be the king.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Not the way you seen like Aemon, moving around and acting and whatnot.
Yeah, he didn't have that bing bang bong.
Yeah, he ain't have that. He ain't have the heat on him with it when
No.
he needed it to be. So Aemon is now, I would say, the all out king until Aegon gets better. But I don't really see Aegon getting better. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was burned so bad. You see him like they trying to like peel the metal off his body and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like that type of pain that he's in or that he was feeling like that.
That's crazy,
there's
right?
only so much milk of the poppy that you're gonna get for that. You know what I'm saying? And now you're done. So that's what we see on the green side. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think there's definitely some there's gonna be some friction with that, with now Aemon being the in place king, but Alicent now, like, having a fall back, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Because she always felt like she could she's a better queen than she is a mother, as we've seen that picture kind of painted when the sons was killed and the king needed somebody to console him, and she walked in on that and just walked out, like didn't even hug him or nothing. So she's a little trifling bitch, but we want to see what's going to happen with her, and how they react, moving forward, because dragons is coming on, because as we see on the other side, Rhaenyra is, they're looking at like they're in Dragonstone. They have two of the other biggest dragons sitting in the fucking sitting in the dungeon, underneath.
Oh yeah, they got the big fuckers.
Yeah, and they're not being used yet. But like she kind of like let's go through these books. Let's see who's related to these dragons. There's one or two of like maybe the kids of like either hers or the Valerians, like Corlys and whatnot, like the moms that just died last week and shit.
Yeah.
Rhaenys, you know what I'm saying? The queen that was never happened,
Yeah.
Some of her kids don't have dragons, but maybe there's a linkage in the lineage where they can now be dragons, or maybe Rhaenyra herself is now going to try to control more than one dragon, while she's riding, because she has her own dragon to ride. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what we're gonna look up to, and look forward to seeing how that plays out
properly paired.
And in this next episode, you know what I'm saying? Because like on the battle, what Daemon's done and everything like that, the realm feels like the Greens are winning. you know what I'm saying, that feel like that they've done enough and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But it's not over. You know what I'm saying? Between what Damon has and what Rhaenyra has, the other ones that that actually seen Kristen Cole and whatnot when he was on the marching and everything like that, like they're gonna all step up for Rhaenyra. I think Rhaenyra's side has the most dragons, but the green side probably might have the better army, on the ground.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna see what's gonna happen with it. Fire. Dracarys, motherfucker.
You just like saying that.
I do.
I do.
I do like saying it. I want to say it more. Like if my boss called me and asked me if is it hot outside, I would want to answer Dracarys instead of yes. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
I'd want a dragon. Who wouldn't want a fucking dragon?
That's true.
Especially if like you could ride it and shit.
Yeah.
Like you could ride a whole dragon like you out. Come on, my G. You ain't even gotta ask me twice. Even at 40 something, I'd still want to do it.
No one would fuck with you.
Nah, hell no. Like if I'm the only dragon holder,
yeah.
Yo, fall back, my G.
I would be kissing your ass.
Hell yeah. I'd play with him and be like, Dracula. You know I'm gonna kill you, right? Don't play games with me, my nigga. Don't play games with me. I was just trying to see if you've seen that movie before. Dracula. You know what I'm saying? Dracula. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
Yeah.
Make you think you don't even know what it is. Also, before the show ends, man, I gotta shout out iBattle. Shout out Baruchi. He in New York right now. Too bad he couldn't make it today, but he uptown in the BX. Yesterday was a fire iBattle event. We outside. Shout out to iBattle. Shout out to Lex. Shout out to all the battlers that were there and the cipher that was going on. You know what I'm saying? It was really good and fire to be a part of, with the battles that we saw. But, Baruchi had a battle set up. Unfortunately, his opponent was unable to show with that big blackout with the whole Microsoft shit that went down and everything. All these companies, all the flights that were delayed and canceled,
Yeah.
where Baruchi came from Louisiana. He's from out here. So he was out here a little bit earlier before any of that happened.
Word.
His opponent coming from Tennessee. This is what happened.
Yeah.
It's just an unfortunate event. So I do feel bad for my man Baruchi. But we still showed out. We still show love to the iBattle event. We outside, and we're looking forward to have Lex on the Jones Hour soon for an interview and a full iBattle breakdown.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Which is gonna be fire. Because if you really love battle rap, like iBattle is something you should definitely be fucking with. You know what I'm saying? Like bars on top of bars. You know what I'm saying? Like people that are just, really in the essence of hip hop, and are down for that type of thing, and they on the map. They on the map. They got the app, they get the iBattle TV app, pay that subscription, but you're gonna get all the fire battles from all the events when they drop, and I'm looking forward to going to another event for iBattle. Facts. Word up. So be on the lookout for that interview.
Word.
Lex, appreciate you for fucking with us. And I think that's it, bro. Another one, 150, man. Shout out to us, man.
Let's get a real one.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
You know what it is? Because I cut it off, and sometimes
They
ain't put it on us. They gotta love Jones because, and we all born to die. But before we do that, you gotta ask and answer once a deal and give Kush a shout out because that's the shit he be on. You know what I'm saying? With a little bit of those, you know what I'm saying? Some of y'all need to man up. All we do is we come out of and we nice and ball. Shout out to Ducks. You know what I'm saying? Soon we gonna get this money. And for y'all, y'all ain't gonna,
Playoffs.
y'all ain't making that. All we do is this while we reminisce. And for y'all, that's what y'all get, man.
Until the next one.
Word up. Because
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is that why you're here?
You see now.